Alrighty guys, hello, welcome back to the vlog. We're in the car. We are actually heading to the grocery store. I have Charlie with me.
Hey guys.
And we have been running around like crazy this morning. It is actually 1:30. We haven't had lunch or anything. We had to run a couple of errands, and I meant to start the vlog earlier in the week, but I was talking to my daughter every morning and never had an opportunity. And then today, Athena had her first soccer game, so we went and did that. And I hadn't even picked out what I was going to eat or anything yet, so I thought we would chat about that while we are on our way to Publix. So let's go. Alrighty guys, so we are heading to Publix now, and I am going to try 2 new meals this week. So I'm going to do, it's a Marry Me chicken dish, but I don't think that I've made something like this before. It's called Marry Me chicken. It's Marry Me chicken and rice, and like you just cook it together in a skillet. I mean, basically it's chicken, rice, and sun-dried tomatoes. And it does call for like some heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to use Charlie's half and half that he always uses for his coffee, and some like mozzarella cheese. I think I'm going to do some steamed veggies with that. And then I'm going to try this other dish. I'm going to use that turkey sausage that I love. I think the brand is Butterball. I think I'm going to pick up 2 packs of it. This also has some bow tie pasta in it. It calls for like some heavy whipping cream. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to just use the half and half again, and some cheddar cheese. It looks pretty good. That turkey sausage, in my opinion, has a pretty good flavor. I think a while ago I made one dish, and then we bought some chicken sausage I had never eaten. I didn't like it. I was like, I will only forever use that Butterball turkey sausage because that's the one that I like. I know what that's supposed to taste like, and it has never let me down. So we are going to use that, and I don't know what kind of veggie to put with that. I mean, I don't want to do another steamed veggie because I'm going to do probably like some steamed broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower or something with the Marry Me chicken. So I don't know. Maybe I could do some green beans or something. The veggies are hard with both of these meals. So that's going to be meal prep. I don't know if I want to do like a dessert. Most nights I end up, especially now that I have my Etsy store, I end up basically coming home, taking my makeup off, eating, and then going upstairs. And I'm working in my office until, I don't know, like 10 o'clock. I mean, some nights are super busy, some nights are not. And even on the nights that I'm not doing that, then I'm usually editing videos, which this is also the end of the month. So I have to do my cash condensing video, which is my favorite video to record. So I have my last cash stuffing and my cash condensing video that I need to record. And yeah, and then it's also the end of the month at work, so lots of stuff going on. So I probably won't worry about the dessert. Some nights I do want something sweet, after I eat, but then it's kind of late and it's just way too late. There's lots of stuff going on today in town with these kids in schools. We're going by the high school. Is that the band? Yeah. So the band is out there at the high school, or there's a ton of high schools here at one of them. Again, we went to the little soccer game, which was kind of hilarious. It was at 12 o'clock, and so it was super hot, which it'll be nice like once the weather cools down a little bit, or like if the sun wasn't shining as much as it was today, but it was hot. So, I mean, in like a 15-minute game, like a 15-minute practice and then a 15-minute game, I think it was like worn out. She's like, this is exhausting, which I thought was funny. She does okay, but she didn't really know what to do, so we'll see if she continues with it. But I guess she liked it okay. She acted like she did. So anywho, we went to that, and then we all probably could have went to lunch, but my little granddaughter, she was ready to eat and go home and take her nap. That kid is always ready for a nap, but I tell you what, she does not sleep at night. That's why. And actually, I'm a little bit like that because I have trouble staying asleep at night, and then I want to take a nap. I hope that the volume's okay on this. I just realized that the seatbelt might be rubbing up against this microphone, and if it is, I'm going to be mad if it messes it up. We'll see what it sounds like. So we're fixing to pull up at Publix, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here, get groceries. I will see y'all back at the house. I don't really know if we're going to do anything later. If I go upstairs and work in my office, I might start incorporating some of that into the vlogs, just because that is now like a big part of my life. And now that I'm getting a little bit more settled and kind of getting my office organized and stuff. Oh, I did order a new printer. So I have a new printer, and Charlie has another one of the little bookshelves to put together for me. So maybe we'll do that later this evening. And I can kind of show you my little office setup, like all of the stuff that I use and all of that. So I will chat with you guys later. Let's get groceries. Alrighty guys, hello, welcome back. It is Sunday and we have a lot to get done today. It is already after 12. It is now 12:37, which I think is probably about the time that I started last Sunday, but I really need to get through meal prep, and I have a quick little Marshall's haul to show you, and then we're gonna start cooking. I have gotten up, gotten ready, got my laundry started, all of that stuff, but I have a bunch of Etsy orders that I need to pack this afternoon. There's a fly in here too. Charlie's out there putting the pool cover on, and I think that when he was going in and out the door, he let a fly in. So I'm gonna have to try to get that thing. We did go to Marshall's yesterday, and I did want to do just a quick little haul. We didn't get very much. I think we only spent like $65. Charlie actually picked out he picked out two things. He got some cleanser, so Estee Lauder cleanser that I used to use, and he likes it, and so he got him some cleanser. But he did pick him out this shirt, which is just a basic little like light heather gray shirt, but it was on sale for $8. So he's always like digging around looking for the deals on clothes. And I got one sweater, and it's just a cable knit sweater. It's a Tommy Hilfiger, and I kind of like this green color. And I love like a good little cable knit sweater, and I really haven't worn a lot of them in the past few years, but last year I bought a blue one at JCPenney's, I think, and I really liked it. And so this one buttons up, so it's a cardigan. So I can just like wear this, you know, like with a black top or whatever underneath, or a white top, and wear that with my black pants. So that will be super cute for work. And then here is the Estee Lauder cleanser, if that will focus. I feel like that light is turned up way bright, so it may not, but it's just the perfectly clean, their regular cleanser, and it's $16.99. I think this is like $30 or whatever on their website. So Charlie was like, is that cleanser you used to use that I liked? And I said yes. So we picked one of those up. And then I did get one little storage container, and this is for upstairs in my office. I have 3 of them, and this is it. It's just like a really pale pink. I don't know if that color is going to pick up on the camera or not, but it's a really light pink. I am going to try to take y'all up there and maybe show y'all the office later, because like I said, I'm going to try to get through cooking, and then I have a whole bunch of orders to pack. But I did find these. They all come with a lid, and 2 of them that I got are deeper than this, and so I have my mailers, my envelopes and stuff that I'm mailing everything out in, and then I got 2 of these shorter ones. This one I'm planning on leaving the lid on, like anything that I make that might not be perfect, my little imperfect pile, or things that I try out and I'm not 100% sure about, I'm going to kind of store in here. And yeah, I'm really trying to get my office organized, because you really need a good workflow, or else it gets kind of chaotic whenever you're packing a bunch of orders. I think I've got 11 or 12 orders to pack this afternoon, so I have a lot to do up there. I tried to get all of my orders out within 1 to 2 days. I will like stress myself out trying to get them done. But anyway, so Charlie and I are going to do that. He is going to help me. He did start setting up my new printer. I got a new printer for up there. All he did was like plug it up and put the ink in it and everything. I still need to hook it to my laptop, but the most important goal today is to get up there, get all of the orders packaged and ready to go, so that I can take those to the post office either tonight or in the morning. And yeah, we're gonna get cooking and then go pack some orders. So that's all we got at Marshall's. So I think that we did pretty good. I'm gonna put this back in the bag and go hang these shirts up real quick. And yeah, let's cook. Okay, so the first meal that we're gonna make is Marry Me chicken and rice. It's basically a 1 skillet meal, and then I'm gonna make some steamed vegetables to go along with that. The next meal that I'm gonna make is basically using that turkey sausage, and there's gonna be pasta in that. That's kind of like another 1-pot meal, which those are some of my favorites to meal prep. They're easy, and then I can pair a vegetable with it, and I decided just to do green beans with that one. So those are our 2 meals that are on the agenda today, so let's get to cooking. Alrighty guys, so I have, I think, about 24 ounces of chicken here, and I'm warming up my skillet. I've also went ahead and measured out all of my seasonings, really just to save time. So here I have half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. I did a teaspoon of oregano and a teaspoon of thyme. His recipe calls for just half a teaspoon of each, but I am doing more because he just did like a pound of chicken and mine's like a pound and a half, because I wanted to be able to get the 6 servings out. We also did a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. I did do 1 teaspoon of onion powder, but 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and then a little bit of red pepper flakes. His recipe calls for about 1/4 of a teaspoon. I probably did about 1/2 of a teaspoon. You can totally leave those out if you want to, and sorry if I'm holding that knife. I have to put some butter in the skillet. And then, yeah, I am going to salt and pepper my chicken as well before we put it in. I did put some salt and pepper in with those seasonings, but I always like to season my chicken just because there's not going to be any flavor to it if you don't. So we're going to do salt and pepper, and then I'm going to get it in the skillet, which I think it is warming up. Basically, I'm going to cook the chicken until it is nearly done, and then we're going to go in with 1.5 cups of rice and 2 or 3 cups of chicken broth. Put a lid on it and basically just let it cook until the rice is cooked all the way through. I think he used minute rice. I'm just going to use my jasmine rice. I think that it will be fine. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get the chicken in. I am going to salt and pepper the back side of this chicken too before I stir it, because normally I do it in the bowl, but I forgot. Okay, our chicken is going good. We're going to go ahead and add in all of our other seasonings that I just named off, and hopefully this is good. I didn't get my sun-dried tomatoes. That's what actually makes this Marry Me chicken, is the sun-dried tomatoes. And I'm going to use 1/2 and 1/2 instead of the heavy cream. And yeah, so we're going to cook this until the chicken is cooked. Then we're going to come back and add in some garlic, the sun-dried tomatoes, the rice, and some chicken broth. And honestly, it's that simple. And this will be a meal prep in no time. So let me get the chicken cooked, and then I'll be back when it's time to add in the rest of the ingredients. Alrighty guys, I am back. The chicken is pretty much done. We are going to go ahead and start adding in the other ingredients. Y'all know I like my chicken really well done, so I wanted to make sure that it was kind of starting to brown. And I think it's looking pretty good. So we're going to put in, his recipe says 1 tablespoon of garlic. I'm just going to do 2. I almost bought some more of this yesterday, but then I didn't. And we're going to go ahead and put in our sun-dried tomatoes. I have these that are the julienne cut or whatever, and I'm just going to use the whole jar. Alright, let me give that a little mix here. Honestly, there is nothing better than the taste of sun-dried tomatoes. They are so good. Okay, so I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of jasmine rice. You can use minute rice, whatever rice you want to, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to do about 3 cups of chicken broth, most of this container. You want to make sure that there's enough liquid in here to cook the rice. We're going to basically stir it up at this point and kind of let it simmer for 15 or 20 minutes until all of the rice cooks. I think that should be about enough. That feels like there's about 1 cup left in that container. So I'm going to put the lid on and bring it to a boil, and then turn it down and just let it simmer for probably about 20 minutes. And then we'll come back. We're going to add in some mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan cheese, and some heavy cream. I think we add the heavy cream then. Yeah. After it's done, we're going to add, I'm not doing heavy cream. I'm doing 1/2 and 1/2. And some mozzarella cheese. Stir it. We're going to top it with a little bit more cheese. And then put some Parmesan cheese on top, dried parsley if you want to. I usually always leave that out because to me that's just a garnishment. And since we're meal prepping it, we can garnish it if we want to during the week, which I usually don't. So I'm going to put the lid on, get this to a boil, cut it down, just let it simmer for about 20 minutes, and then we'll be back and finish it up. While that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and steam my veggies. It's just the broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, I think, mixture that I got. So I'm going to steam those and start getting my meal prep containers ready. And meal number 1 will be done. And honestly, y'all, this is probably the easiest Marry Me chicken recipe I've ever made. Hopefully it's good. Alright, I'll be back. We are back. Look at this. It is like perfectly done. I did turn the heat down really low and just let it cook slowly for 20 minutes. and I think that it is perfect. It smells delicious, and we are going to go ahead and finish up. So now I'm going to put in 3/4 of a cup of half and half, and then I'm going to put in about a cup of mozzarella cheese. Let's go ahead and put the rest of this in. It says to put in about a cup and then stir it and put a little bit more on top. I'm going to have to grab another bag of cheese, but let me get this stirred up. And you can put however much or however little you want to. You can use fat-free mozzarella if you want to. This is looking good. We're also going to top it with some Parmesan cheese. That may be enough mozzarella. I don't really feel like I need to put any more, especially since I have some Parmesan cheese here to top it with. So I think we are good. This is looking nice and cheesy. I don't know if y'all can see that on camera. Alrighty guys, I have the Marry Me chicken and rice done. It is looking and smelling delicious, and we are just going to plate it up. I do have my like single meal prep containers because I need to probably use the other one for the turkey sausage with the pasta. I figured the pasta would kind of get everywhere. I need to get some more of the ones that have the dividers in it because really I could have used both of those, but I only have 10 of them, so I would have been short like 2. But anyway, so I just have the veggies in here pushed to one side. I just put salt, pepper, and garlic powder on them so that we don't have to season them on the nights that we eat them. And we are just going to plate it up. And hopefully this is delicious. I have not tasted it. It looks good. I've made Marry Me chicken so many times, so many different ways, and this is one of the easiest. So I hope that it is good. I don't really see how it couldn't be, to be honest. I mean, it's cheese and rice and sun-dried tomatoes and chicken, so it's got to be good, right? Okay, there it is, all plated up, looking delicious. So I'm going to sprinkle just that little bit of Parmesan cheese that I have left on top. And with that, meal number 1 is going to be complete. I just have a little bit of Parmesan cheese left in here. Exactly enough for a little sprinkle on each one. Okay, I'm going to clean up, get organized, get my other stuff out, and we're going to move on to meal number 2. Alrighty guys, I am back. I'm going to use this big pot for this dish because we do have to put a box of pasta in here. So I'm just going to spray it with some olive oil spray, and I have 2 packages of the Butterball turkey sausage, and we're going to put this in. And I'm basically just going to cook this down. The recipe that I found is not very informative, but they cooked it, took the sausage out, sauteed an onion and some garlic. I'm not going to do that part because I'm not going to put onion in it. So I will just put my garlic in, and then we will start adding the rest of the ingredients once we get the sausage cooked. I think the recipe I found, they use like the Hillshire Farm smoked sausage or something. I love this Butterball turkey sausage, and I just don't think that there's anything that's going to taste as good to me as this. So I'm going to just basically get this all browned up. Then we're going to come back, and we've got some pasta. I've got a can of fire roasted tomatoes that I'm going to add in, some chicken broth, some cheese, and pasta. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. I also need some more half and half. I'm going to have to get that and see how much I need of that. The recipe, I noticed in the comments that they only called for like 2.5 cups of chicken broth, but a lot of people said that you needed to add more in to cook the pasta. So you want to make sure that there is enough liquid in to cover the pasta so that it will cook. Okay, let me brown these, then we'll be back. Alrighty guys, we are back. We're going to go in with a good heaping tablespoon of garlic. Of course, you can use fresh if you want to, but I never like to cut garlic. Chopped garlic, whatever. This is so easy. I hope this turns out good, y'all. I love this sausage. It's already smelling good. So they called for 2.5 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to put in the rest that's left in that one container that I opened, which I think is about a cup. And I'm going to put in about half of another container. Hopefully I can find something to cook next week to use the other half of this, but I want to make sure that there's plenty of liquid because we're going to put a whole box of pasta. And if I feel like it needs more chicken broth, then I will add it once I put the pasta in. Okay, I know that's more than 2.5 cups, or at least I think it is. So we're going to go with that. And then I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup of half and half. They did half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Oh, I got to open my tomatoes. Be right back. Okay, so we're going to go in with a can of fire roasted tomatoes. If you don't want it spicy, then just use regular diced tomatoes. And then it basically says to season how you want. They use salt, pepper, and like a seasoned salt or something. So I'm going to use my favorite little Kinder's all-purpose seasoning, and I love that stuff. So we're going to season well with some salt. I haven't seasoned anything. That turkey sausage really does not have to be seasoned though. It's so good. So salt and pepper and some of the all-purpose seasoning. Again, it just says season how you want, so I'm just winging it. This stuff likes to clump up. I had to like break it up with a knife. I'm gonna have to get some more of that. It's getting a little bit low. And then we're going, let me mix it a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and put our pasta in. I did turn the temperature down just so that it wouldn't start doing anything until I could get all of my ingredients in, but I am going to turn it back up because we're going to have to cook the pasta. Now's going to be the test to see if we need any more liquid. And I'm just going to use this mini bow tie pasta. I love a good little bow tie pasta. I don't know why. See, it almost looks like I do need some more liquid to cook the pasta. I mean, you don't want it to be runny when it's done. I'm going to turn the temperature back up now, and it says to cover it and cook until the pasta is done. But you see, some of that is not in the liquid. We're gonna add a little bit more chicken broth because I got it. Okay, I'll see how this does. I'm going to turn the temperature back up, put the lid on it so that it can kind of get to boiling, and basically the pasta needs to cook all the way through, which is usually about 7 minutes, but that's once it's boiling. So I'll be back maybe in about 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to add in some cheese, and I just got this triple cheddar cheese, if you can see that. I don't know if that's going to focus. It's bright. The sun's coming in too through the window. So anyway, some cheddar cheese, and yeah, this meal will be done as well. Oh, I forgot about my green beans. I need to put those on. Duh. I swear, I forget everything. Alrighty guys, we are back. I think that the pasta is about done. There's still a little bit of liquid in here. I hope that it's not too much. If it is, whenever I go to plate it up, I'll just try to drain it off, because we still need to add in the cheese. And this is 2 cups, and so we are going to use the whole package. I'm going to kind of do half of it, mix that around in there, and then do the other half. And I'm going to turn the heat down now, just so that it doesn't like start sticking to the bottom. And this is pretty much going to be done once this cheese melts in here good. I'm going to cook it for just a few more minutes, and meal number 2 is done. I did get my green beans. They're over here, so those will be ready as well. And yeah, I think this is going to be tasty, hopefully, and it's been pretty easy. Both of the meals today were super easy, which is what I needed. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the rest of this cheese in and get my containers and stuff out, and then we will get it plated up, and we will have meal prep wrapped up again. And you know, doing meal prep is honestly a chore every week, especially at this point, the number of years that I've been doing it. I'm going on like what, 5 or 6 years, and I don't always want to do it, but when I don't do it, I regret it. So it's always better just to spend my 2 or 3 hours and get it done, and then we're set for the week. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I feel like the sauce is going to thicken up a little bit more now that I put that cheese in. I'm just going to turn it down and let it set. I'm going to get all my stuff together. We'll plate it up. Alrighty, I am back. I put the green beans in, and all we've got to do is plate up the pasta. And meal prep is going to be done again. And actually, the sauce and everything like thickened up, I think, perfectly. So I think I put the perfect amount of the chicken broth and stuff in there. Hopefully it's good. I haven't tried it. We probably are going to have this for lunch because we've just kind of been eating like a super late lunch, early dinner, and then snacking or whatever later. Like I might have a Ninja Creamy or something like that for like a late night snack / dinner. So let me get this plated up real quick because this pasta is going to be sliding everywhere. It won't plate up as easily as the other one, and it's going to take me a minute. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I've got it all plated up. Y'all, this is such a lot of food, and I actually had enough. I just put in another container. I'm going to maybe take to my boss to work and see if he wants to eat it tomorrow, because he'll pretty much eat anything, so I think that he will appreciate it. But this is our 6 meals for this week, and yeah, I will give y'all an update after we eat this. But meal prep is wrapped up now. Alrighty guys, so I've wrapped up meal prep. I'm gonna go swap out my laundry. I've got one more load to wash and dry, and then laundry will be done. We're gonna relax for just a few minutes and eat our late lunch, early dinner, or whatever it is. It's almost 3 o'clock. So this took me a couple of hours as usual. So yeah, we're pretty hungry for lunch. We're gonna relax a little bit, watch a little bit of TV, and then go upstairs and pack orders. So I will see y'all in a bit. Alrighty guys, we are upstairs in my office. I was gonna give you a quick little tour. I mean, this is just an extra bedroom. It's not the biggest room in the world, but we've got a lot going on in here. And I also have Charlie over here putting together these little, okay, so Charlie is putting together these little pumpkin charms, and you can clip them into your binder if you want to, and they kind of come with the little dice and everything. So he has made all of these because it takes a little bit of precision, and they're not the easiest things to put together, but they're super cute. And yeah, you get dice, they're all different colors and stuff like that. So he's got a whole little kit going on over here. He's doing a good job. Say hi to the vlog.
Hey guys.
Okay, there, I brightened it back up again. So anyway, so this is my desk that I'm usually recording and stuff at. Over there is like my work computer, which it really is kind of in my way. I need to like clean that off and move that somewhere else. I do have my old printer here. This is my little thermal printer that I print my shipping labels on. And then there are some stickers, the little thank you stickers. So I just print those on that printer as well. And then I just got this new printer. I haven't even used it yet. Charlie literally plugged it up this morning. This is one of the eco tanks, so it just takes the ink and the little bottles, you put it in there. It's supposed to last a long time. I'm curious to see how I like it, and I will still be using both printers just for different things. And then this is kind of like a storage cabinet that I have all of my Cricut stuff in, vinyl stuff. Some of it is just stuff that needed to be stuck somewhere. Over here is one of my shelves. I do not have my other one put together yet. The only fall binders that I have left are these, and then I will be completely sold out of them. That is a seasonal item, so those will not be restocked. I'm going to use this for all of my packing supplies and everything, and then my other shelf that I put together is going to basically be for my completed products and stuff. In these little drawers, like here, I have my little thank you cards. These are my thank you cards that come with each order, and it has a little savings challenge on the back. And then these are my little thank you stickers that I made on the little thermal printer. And so it says, thank you for your order, Pretty Money Budgets. And I love those. I love that little thermal printer. It's very handy. And then these are just little extra things. These are some envelopes that I can probably custom make. I just need to get them on the website. I've got some little black rings and some gold rings. These are some more envelopes, I believe. Yeah, these are the ones that just slide in. They're very handy as well. And these are the scratch off stickers, so I have those in here. So all of this is kind of like my shipping and supplies and stuff to put together. I do have another one of these so that I can fill it up with like placeholders and stuff. I kind of just do those. I make those as the orders come in. I have just a couple of $5,000 placeholders and $10,000 placeholders here. So those have been like a great item. Everybody seems to love the placeholders. I personally love them. I think that they're super cute. Everybody gets a little heart paper clip with their order. And yeah, I've got some different size envelopes just for larger things. The binder and stuff has to go in the larger envelope, and then the medium size envelope, most of the savings challenges and stuff will come in that. And then I got like some different colored little ones here, but I probably will stick with hot pink overall. I think that's my favorite color out of all of them. But I just wanted to test some out. these are all binders that I need to get packed up. I also put freebies and stuff in addition to the thank you card. I'm also going to give usually an IOU, and I like this little savings glow up. This was just an easy little challenge that I put together, so that also comes with the orders as well. This is my little word search that I made, and I hope that y'all love it. It's super fun. I'm ready to get started on it myself. I just have one of those. I'm kind of making everything to order on all of this stuff. I have one scratch and save. I need to make some more of those because I got some orders for those today. I need to make some more of these, and I do most of that on my Cricut. Anyway, that's my little diamond challenge. I kind of redid it and put it on this so that it would fit in like an A6 binder. I may put that on the website. I have not done that yet because I don't have a whole lot of time. And these are 13 orders that I got today, so we are going to get started working on those. This is a little scale that I bought. I do have a kitchen scale downstairs, but I was kind of getting tired of toting it back and forth. This will weigh my items for me, and I got the pink one because I love pink. This is the vinyl that I'd already printed for like the 1K challenge, the search and save challenge, and then I forget what this one says. Oh, this is the scratch and save. So I have the little clear envelopes, and I will just put that vinyl on there. I'll kind of do a few up at a time, which I don't have any done at the moment, so I need to do those. And yeah, that's just a little hole punch. You can hole punch A6 things, A5, and I guess A7 as well with that little hole punch. So over here I have my laminator. This was an expensive laminator. I do have like one of the little Scotch ones, but y'all, I love this. I love this laminator. She is a little workhorse, and it will laminate all the way up to 10 mil. Not that I would probably ever need that, but I have used, I think, up to like the 6 mil on some things that I've done. So it's really good. It gets really hot really quick. And then I have my Cricut as well, and this one is the Explore Air 2. Eventually I may end up upgrading and getting a new Cricut. Whenever I bought this, I didn't want to buy a brand new one because I didn't even know if I would use it. So I mean, it is brand new, but I didn't want to buy the newest model because I had heard some negative things about the Explore Air 3, and the 4 had just come out whenever I bought this. So eventually I will upgrade and probably get the 4 or the next version that comes out because I have fell in love with the Cricut. She does a lot of work for me. So, and that's my other shelf over there that Charlie needs to put together. It's just like this other one. It's only like 50 bucks at Walmart. So, love the shelves. And my laptop, which is something that I tote around with me everywhere, back and forth to work and up and down the stairs and all of that. So, I think that kind of covers everything in my office. Charlie is still over here working away. He's doing a good job. This will probably be the last ones of these that we need to do. And yeah, here is one of the little pumpkins. It's just a cute little extra that I threw on there because I like to be extra, so y'all get extra stuff too. All right, let's get to work. Alrighty guys, hello. It is actually the next day. It is Monday. I ended up working upstairs in my office last night until, how late, Charlie? Like after 8:30? Yeah. It was hours, but I had gotten a lot of orders and I completed all of the orders. That's one thing I am really trying to do is complete all of my orders within 1 to 2 days. So I stayed up there and got it all done. By the time that I got all of them done, I was so exhausted after meal prepping, doing my laundry, all of that stuff all day. I had to come downstairs and ate a little snack and basically went to bed. But I did sleep good last night, so that is good. And so I wanted to come on here really just to close out the video, but I do have something cute to show y'all. My boss went to New York, and him and his wife went shopping there on the street because they have the street vendors that have the little knockoff bags, and they brought me, I bought it, I paid for it, but they got me this little Louis Vuitton, which is a little crossbody. And let's see, how does this open? I think this, oh, it's just a buckle. I've only really looked at it one time. I tried to keep it in the bag in my office so everybody wouldn't see it. Oh, and it actually does come with an extra little Louis Vuitton strap, so you can have the leather, or if you want a more casual look, this. Anyway, I think that it's super cute. It actually feels like real leather. I don't know if it is or not, but cute, huh? I like that. And then they got me a black Chanel. which is something that I've always wanted. Ta-da! And so it's kind of got the leather and gold chain on there, and it has a little pocket in the back. And this one opens this way. You just turn that little latch, and oh, it has a little flap here. So I kind of like that. It makes that feel very secure. They're not very big bags. I wanted him to get me a tote too, but they said they were out of room. So anyway, my friend at work and I are planning a trip to New York, maybe in October to go. I'm saying that so that Charlie hears me. By the way, Stephanie and I, we're going to go. We're going to New York in October. No, I'm 100% serious. And then they couldn't get a wallet like the day that they got the 2 bags, but then they went back and got a Chanel wallet. So, da-da-da-da, I got a wallet and a little bag, and I love it. Now this, obviously, if I carry this, it does not have room for my cash envelope. So what I will have to do is make some special little envelopes, because I only carry 5 cash envelopes anyway, and I could probably get by with 4 because one of them is for my personal, and so I could just put that, you know, over here just for me anyway. But I can make some envelopes that can just slide in there and then take those out, which I have thought about doing if I, you know, wanted to switch back to another wallet or something. But anyway, super cute. I really love the wallet. I think that it's cute. It's really lightweight, so I can tell that it's probably, you know, not like a real leather. The purse is heavier. It feels a little thicker. The gold on here is a little bit of like a brassy gold. You know, I would say that would be the telltale sign that it's not a authentic Chanel, but I don't care. I like it. I need to take the plastic off, but I didn't want to do it at work because he was trying not to make a big deal out of it, so I didn't. But anyway, yeah, we're super excited to go up there. Oh, this actually comes with a little strap too. I didn't even see that. So, you know, if you're like my friend Celisa, she doesn't even carry a purse. She just likes to carry a wallet, but looky there, it's got a little strap in there. So anyways, I was super excited. I've never been more excited to go to work than I was today to get my bags. But these were not very expensive at all, nowhere near the price. I mean, just a little over $100 for all 3 of these. So not mad about that. I would have taken as many bags as they would have bought me. And he said he almost bought this little suitcase that he saw that was like $17.99. He was like, that was literally the cheapest thing in New York. I said, I would have bought it and I would have filled it up with bags. And he almost did, because I think his wife wanted more as well. And she even sent a message that if I didn't want these, then for him to bring them back home, that she would keep them if I don't like them. I was like, oh no, I like them. You're not getting them back. So anyway, what is my phone doing? My phone, like Siri, is literally like recording what I'm saying. It was like all typed out. That's bizarre. I don't like that. These phones listen to us too much. Siri, I'm gonna cut you off if you do that again. Anyway, I need to be quiet anyway. I guess that's what she's trying to tell me. It keeps saying just to confirm. Stop, Siri. No. She's trying to cut my phone off. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. If you make it all the way to the end of this probably little vlog meal prep thing that was kind of all over the place, leave this emoji down below so that I know that you are a real one and that you made it to the end. Be sure to check out my Etsy shop, link down in the description box. Maybe I'll link a couple of items directly on the video just so that you can just do a quick little click and not even have to go down there to the description box. But I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next one.